Welcome to today's Explainer. We are jumping right into the absolute cinematic event of the year. Today, we're breaking down the highly anticipated 2026 film adaptation of Homer's legendary adventure, The Odyssey. We're going to look closely at what this massive undertaking gets right, where it kind of slows down, and ultimately, whether it earns a spot on your must-watch list. Okay, let's dive into this, because the review sets the stage immediately with its core verdict, calling it a visually breathtaking epic. Taking a story as ancient and, foundational as Homer's Odyssey and bringing it to life on the big screen, that requires a massive amount of cinematic ambition. The filmmakers didn't just want to tell a story here. They literally wanted to transport you completely into the ancient world. And based on these early reviews, they've absolutely succeeded in making it a truly massive, awe-inspiring experience.
Section 1. A breathtaking cinematic epic.
This unforgettable journey isn't just a beautiful movie to look at, it's built on three massive pillars: action, emotion, and mythology. The source material highlights stunning cinematography that captures the sheer scale of the ancient world. We're talking sweeping shots of the Aegean Sea and just incredibly rendered ancient cities. The film takes the iconic, legendary myths we've all read about and really grounds them in gripping, high-stakes action sequences. And this is all elevated by incredibly powerful performances from the cast that make every single scene feel monumental. But it never loses sight of the human element, that raw emotion driving these characters forward. These three elements combine perfectly to create a richly textured narrative that absolutely triumphs in its artistic execution. Moving on to Section 2, spectacle meets emotion. And this brilliantly illustrates the delicate balancing act the director had to pull off with Odysseus's famously long, arduous journey home. On one hand, you've got intense battles, the massive, adrenaline-pumping clashes of an ancient epic. The review actually specifically praises the terrifying, towering scale of the Cyclops encounter, which apparently feels incredibly visceral. But on the other hand, you have these heartfelt moments, the quiet, deeply personal struggles of a man who's really just trying to get back to his family. By weighing these exciting action sequences against the emotionally engaging character beats, the storytelling ensures that Odysseus's journey is thrilling, for sure, but also deeply resonant. You care about the fights because, you care about the man fighting them. To support all that emotional weight, the sensory depth of the film just has to be flawless, and the visual effects here are absolutely impressive, seamlessly blending the mythical creatures and gods with the realistic grittiness of the ancient world. But what really anchors those visuals? A deep, resonant soundtrack. The combination of these impressive visual effects and this incredibly powerful score adds immense depth to every single scene. It makes sure you're feeling the epic scale just as much as you're seeing it. Section 3. Surviving the long runtime. Now look, no film is without its critiques, right? And to give you a completely fair picture, we need to look at the primary challenge this adaptation faces, which is a very long runtime. Telling a story as sprawling as The Odyssey, it takes time, and the review notes that the movie might feel a little slow in a few places. It's just an objective reality of epic filmmaking. When you're adapting a massive poem, maintaining a breakneck pace for the entire duration is incredibly difficult. So naturally, there are moments where the momentum inherently dips. So the crucial point is how the film compensates for those slower moments. And spoiler alert, it compensates beautifully. The pacing flaws are heavily outweighed by its undeniable redeeming qualities, specifically the incredible world building and strong character development. Even when the plot slows down, you're deeply immersed in this meticulously crafted world, spending time with characters who are constantly evolving and growing. These elements absolutely make the film worth watching, turning what could have been, a sluggish stretch into a fascinating deep dive into the story's universe. And finally, Section 4, the final verdict. After weighing the breathtaking visuals, the emotional depth, and yes, that sprawling runtime, the film lands at a fantastic 4.5 out of 5 stars. I mean, this is a monumental rating for a monumental film. It really frames The Odyssey of 2026 as a major, undeniable success in modern filmmaking. Earning a 4.5 out of 5 means the creators didn't just try to adapt a classic, they succeeded in making it resonate powerfully with today's audiences. So who exactly is this for? Well, the review is very clear. If you're a fan of epic adventures, if you love the rich lore of Greek mythology, or if you simply crave large-scale cinematic experiences that demand to be seen on the biggest screen possible, this film is tailor-made for you. The review makes it explicitly clear, if you fall into any of those categories, this is a movie you absolutely should not miss. Which leaves us with this final question for you. Do you enjoy epic adventures and Greek mythology? If the answer is yes, well then your next cinematic journey is already charted. Does the promise of massive world building and heartfelt emotion outweigh a potentially long runtime for you? Think about what you value most in a theater experience. That wraps up our explainer on the review of the Odyssey. We really hope this breakdown helps you decide if you're ready to set sail with Homer's legendary